toki. So it's like this. Toki. Then together it's toki. Okay. Have you ever had a pet rabbit? Yes, when I was little I did, but not anymore, no. Okay then, let's do a fun one, okay? I wonder if you'd be able to guess it, I'm not sure. So we're gonna say 고슴도치. Do you think you can guess what that is? Okay. Do you think you can guess how it would be spelled without seeing it yet? Because I did just say it out loud. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Let me just put a slash here so you can differentiate them. So this is 고슴도치. So it's 고슴도치. Okay. Very good, very good. So it's 고슴도치. 고슴도치. That is a hedgehog. A hedgehog, yes. A hedgehog is a little bit different than an echidna, I believe, but I'm not sure if there's a word for echidna in Korean. They might just also call it 고슴도치, or maybe they would just say echidna. I'm not sure actually. That's a good question, and I will do a little bit of research on that for our next class, because that would be good for me to know as well, yeah. Okay, and then let's do another one, so write it down here again. Oh, yeah, I'm not a native Korean speaker or writer, so please forgive my handwriting. My handwriting is also a mess in English, because I mean, it's a story for another day, but I basically lost my motor skills. So anyway, so this is put it up so you can see it there. So don't worry about my nails, I'm not dirty. I did a hair mask yesterday and it's cool brown and it always stains my nails. You are meant to wear gloves while you're doing it, but who listens to instructions? Yeah, so this one would be yes, do you want to try writing it? Okay, yeah. Good. Good. Oh, very good, very good. And that is, the word for I'm pretty sure you know. Gold, yes. And this is something gold that lives in water. So what would that be? A goldfish, yes. Very good, very good. Yes, we're kind of doing a little bit of a quiz here too. Okay. Next one is, let's choose one. I've just written out a list here so I can pick and choose which ones did you. Okay, well, say, let's do an yeah, let's do an easy one. Okay, so you might know this from somewhere. So this one is saja. Have common animals, yeah. Okay, here we have 거북이. 거북이. This is a turtle. Here we have 돼지. Okay, 거북이. I'm not sure if you've heard of turtle chips. Turtle chips, they are one of my favorite snacks from Korea. Amazing export. They are called 거북이 chip, which is kind of like 거북이, which is adorable because they look like the turtle shells, which is so cute. So let's choose. Okay, 2 more I will write out for you. Actually, maybe we can fit more. We can fit more than 2 on here. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. These are also pretty common ones, so I'll show you this one. So this one is duck. I know it looks like dark. It does look like dark, but it is duck. Duck. Like 불닭볶음면 duck. You know, 불닭볶음면. Okay, and then another 1-syllable animal. Young. Do you know what young means? Young. That is a sheep. Okay, so we have a chicken. And we have a sheep. And then we have 오리. This is a duck. 오리. And I did not mean to do this, but all of these can be turned into the name for the food just by adding 고기. Wow, this is really hard to write without seeing, but 고기. Okay, you can put plus here. 닭고기, 양고기, 오리고기. 닭고기 means the chicken. Chicken meat. 양고기 means lamb. Lamb meat, like lamb that you eat. 오리고기 means duck meat, and obviously also 돼지고기. 돼지고기 is pig meat, which is pork. And I don't think I haven't written anything else that is food. So the Korean language just makes so much logical sense sometimes. It's amazing. Okay, so I think I'm going to need a new page here. Maybe I'll write out 3 again, not 1, not 2, but 3. 3 more animals for you to learn. Okay, let's choose wisely. Okay, I've got 1. I'll write that out here. Yeah, sorry, the car's outside. Oh, you know that one? Yes, elephant. Elephant. Kokiri. Kokiri. Very cute. Elephant. Then this one is kirin. 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 That one means giraffe. Yes, giraffe. So that one's kirin. Okay, kirin. Okay, this is one that I found very interesting, but I will have to do some research to see if it's a real word, because it's just too cute. I cannot believe it, you know. So, okay, so here are a couple of interesting ones. So this one is orbemi. Orbemi. That means owl. Owl. And a lot of people say, like, you know, there's like, I'm a night owl, that kind of expression. You can say, 나는 올빼미형이다, which means I'm an owl type. It could be a little bit old-fashioned, but yeah. Okay, and then we have 오리노구리. 오리노구리, which apparently is a platypus, but I'm gonna have to fact check that one because this just seems so cute. Okay, ori. We learned that earlier. Do you remember what that meant? Ori means a duck, right? Okay, so noguri. I'm not sure if you know of the ramen noguri. It was very popular in Kiseengchong, the Parasite movie, because they made japaguri, which is japaghetti mixed with noguri ramen. Anyway, it means raccoon, which would mean this is a duck raccoon, which is just so cute. So we can look that one up together later. And then continuing with the water theme, this is 돌고래. 돌고래, which means a dolphin. A dolphin. Okay, so 고래 by itself, it means whale. It means whale, but 돌고래, okay, it means a dolphin. Dolphins are adorable, aren't they? Okay, so let's do maybe 3 more, and then we'll see where we go from there. So we'll continue one from the water theme, one there, and then what else? Oh, we'll do a pretty one. Okay, and then let's see. One more. Oh, we'll do one of these. And then maybe I'll put some over here as well. Yeah, that's a good one to know, actually. Unfortunately, that is a good one to know. There and there. And we'll do one more. Yeah, okay, this one. Okay, so I've got 6 to finish up with. Okay, so I'll show you this one here. This one is hair party. Hair party. Hair party. Do you know what hair party is? So it's like this. Hair party. Okay, hair party is a jellyfish. A jellyfish, yes. Do you like jellyfish? I think I love the ones that glow when you go to the aquarium. That's so cute. Okay, and then here we have Nabi. Nabi, which a lot of people like because it symbolizes new beginnings, growth, change, metamorphosis. So what would it be? Yes, a butterfly. Yes, it's actually a spider. Very helpful for if you see a spider in real life and you need a shout. Call me, call me, call me, call me. Then someone will come save you. Okay, and then the next one, also very useful. I'm having trouble showing you the bottom. This 바퀴벌레, 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 literally wheel bug, wheel bug. I'm sure there's a reason that it's called that, but I'm not sure right now. That is also a useful one, which is a cockroach. Yes, very, very useful for if you see a cockroach crawling on the floor somewhere, and then you can shout 바퀴벌레, 바퀴벌레, 바퀴벌레. Yes, that will be very useful. Then the last one we have here is 독수리, 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 독수리. So that's like the 독수리, and that is a beautiful, beautiful eagle. Yes. So there are obviously types of birds that, English has types of birds like eagle, sparrow, what else? Why can't I? Like magpie, crow. These are all in Korean as well, but maybe we can save that for another lesson, and I can go through maybe like pictures and stuff, because learning words with imagery definitely helps with retention. So we can leave this lesson here. I hope that you learned some beautiful Korean animal names, and I hope that you come to the next lesson. What was your favorite animal name to learn? Yes, I like that one too. Okay, well, I hope that you have a lovely day. Relax